China says North Korea pledges denuclearization during friendly visit. China said on Wednesday North Korean leader Kim Jong-un pledged to denuclearize the Korean peninsula during a historic meeting in Beijing with President Xi Jinping, who promised China would uphold its friendship with its isolated neighbor. After 2 days of speculation, China and North Korea both confirmed on Wednesday that Kim had visited Beijing and met Xi during that China's official Xinhua news agency called an unofficial visit from Sunday to Wednesday. The trip was Kim's first journey abroad since he assumed power in 2011 and is believed by analysts to serve as a preparation for upcoming summits with South Korea and the United States. North Korea's KCNA news agency made no mention of Kim's pledge to denuclearize or his anticipated meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump that is planned for sometime in May. Beijing has traditionally been the closest ally of secretive North Korea, but ties have been frayed in North Korea's pursuit of nuclear weapons and China's backing of tough UN sanctions in response. Xinhua cited Kim as telling Xi that the situation on the Korean peninsula is starting to improve because North Korea has taken the initiative to ease tensions and put forward proposals for peace talks. It is our consistent stand to be committed to denuclearization on the peninsula in accordance with the will of late President Kim Song and late General Secretary Kim Jong-un said, according to Xinhua. North Korea is willing to talk with the United States and hold a summit between the two countries, he said. The issue of denuclearization of the Korean peninsula can be resolved if South Korea and the United States respond to our efforts with goodwill, create an atmosphere of peace and stability while taking progressive and synchronous measures for the realization of peace, Kim said, according to Xinhua. Though billed as an unofficial trip, Kim's appearance in Beijing contained almost all the trappings of a state visit, complete with an honor guard and banquets at Beijing's Great Hall of the People. Kim and Xi also met at the Daoyutai State Guest House, where Kim's grandfather Kim Song planted a tree in 1959 that still stands to this day. State television showed pictures of the two men chatting amicably, and Kim's wife, Ri Sol-ju's, getting an equally warm welcome from Xi's wife, Pen Li-wan. China briefed Trump on Kim's visit, and the communication included a personal message from Xi to Trump, the White House said in a statement. The United States remains in close contact with our allies South Korea and Japan. We see this development as further evidence that our campaign of maximum pressure is creating the appropriate atmosphere for dialogue with North Korea, the statement said. Analysts and former negotiators remain deeply skeptical Kim is willing to give up the nuclear weapons his family has been developing for decades. Kim told a banquet hosted by Xi the visit was intended to maintain our great friendship and continue to develop our bilateral ties at a time rapid developments on the Korean peninsula, according to KCNA. Xi had accepted an invitation from Kim to visit North Korea, KCNA and South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported. Speculation about a possible visit by Kim to Beijing was rife earlier this week after a train similar to the one used by Kim's father was seen in China's capital, along with heavy security and a large motorcade. Improving ties between North Korea and China would also be a positive sign before planned summits involving the two Koreas and the United States, as senior South Korean officials said on Tuesday. Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong, met then President Jiang Zemin in China in 2000 before a summit between the two Koreas in June that year. That visit was seen as the first, at the time, as reaffirmation of close ties with Beijing.